evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, powerhouse of talent and one of the sanest voices from Bollywood, whether you agree with him or not, has shown great courage to speak up. A moderate voice from the Muslim community, a modern, progressive voice from the Muslim community, Naseeruddin Shah has spoken directly to Indian Muslims. Disturbed by statements coming from apologists of Taliban within India, Mr. Naseeruddin Shah minced no words while condemning them. There seemed to be a sense of elation when Taliban marched onto the streets of Kabul that has disturbed Naseeruddin Shah. It's important that many more voices like Nasir come out in the open to condemn the celebratory statements that threaten to promote backers of Islamist hate within India. Appealing to the Indian Muslims, Naseeruddin Shah urged them to follow reformed path and the reformed form of Islam, while many elements in India see Taliban's cause as a freedom struggle. Warning the return of the barbaric ways, Nasir now aimed to shame the apologists who are desperately peddling the good Taliban, bad Taliban narrative. And when there are elements in India who seek to follow Taliban's ways of segregating girls and boys in school, Naseeruddin Shah's warning comes at the right time. Listen in to the actor and the unbelievable response from the Apologists League before I begin the debate.
अफगानिस्तान में तालिबान का दोबारा हुकूमत पा लेना दुनिया भर के लिए फिक्र का बायस है। इससे कम खतरनाक नहीं है हिंदुस्तानी मुसलमानों के कुछ तबकों का उन वहशियों की वापसी पर जश्न मनाना। आज हर हिंदुस्तानी मुसलमान को अपने आप से ये सवाल पूछना चाहिए कि उसे अपने मजहब में इस्लाह, रिफॉर्म और जिद्दत पसंदी, मॉडर्निटी चाहिए या पिछली सदियों के वहशीपन का इक़दार, वैल्यूज। मैं हिंदुस्तानी मुसलमान हूं और जैसा कि मिर्जा गालिब एक अरसा पहले फरमा गए हैं, मेरा रिश्ता अल्लाह मियां से बेहद बेतकल्लुफ है। मुझे सियासी मजहब की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। हिंदुस्तानी इस्लाम हमेशा दुनिया भर के इस्लाम से मुख्तलिफ रहा है और खुदा वो वक्त न लाए कि वो इतना बदल जाए कि हम उसे पहचान भी न सकें।
This is really shocking and condemnable that the man of the stature of Naseeruddin Shah Sahib is trying the Hindutva and the saffron appeasement by trying to defame and demonize the benevolent Taliban. Actually, he is doing so to get into the good books of the Hindutva and the saffron brigade, which had been haunting him for the last few years. We know he was into controversies when he spoke in favor of the Indian minorities and when he spoke against Kangana Ranaut. So now to get rid of all those things, he wants to get baptized through such unwanted and condemnable statements against Taliban.
So the legitimate question on the news hour tonight, will the lobby now label Naseeruddin Shah as an anti-Islam agent? That's the question and the debate. Hashtag Naseeruddin versus Islamists. That's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining me tonight, Amit Malviya, national spokesperson of the BJP, Saira Shah Halim, activist, Tausif Ahmed, lawyer, Mujibur Rahman, advocate, Majid Haidri, political analyst. But my first question goes to Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, I want to ask you, जब तक नसीरुद्दीन शाह कह रहे थे CAA is bad, as a Muslim it's difficult for me to live in India, it's difficult for Muslims to survive in India, he was their poster boy. Today, Naseeruddin Shah says supporting Taliban means going back to very, very hardline Islam, something that is completely contrary to what present day modern Islam should be, and today he's been panned as an anti-Islamist. How do you see this doublespeak, this hypocrisy by this lobby who till yesterday celebrated Naseeruddin Shah as their poster boy?
No, good evening, Navika. I sympathize, I even commiserate with Mr. Naseeruddin Shah. He is a bad believer, one who follows the religious diktats only selectively. And Navika, to be honest with you, the world is peaceful in large measure because to be a bad believer can also mean to be a good human being. Nasiruddin is a Muslim who is Islamophobic. He fears Islam. He fears to make public the Islamic scriptures and verses in their entirety because he fears being called an illiberal. Look, a Muslim who believes in the Sharia and every single word that there is in the Holy Book is a good Muslim. While a Muslim who drinks, fornicates, indulges in idle talk or music, supports Muslim women who reject the burqa, draws a portrait of whosoever he wishes to, marries a non-Muslim, is homosexual, gives equal share of inheritance to male and female, and is fine with all his fellow Muslims being all of the above, is a bad Muslim. And this is not me saying it. It is Allah himself. What's more, just who is a good believer or Muslim has been explicitly defined in the Holy Book 3336, 3132, 82, 49, 50. Now let's take the Taliban and their strict orders relating to women. Nasiruddin rightly condemns them and their diktats. But yet again, and deceivingly perhaps, he is snaring the fundamentalists but sparing the fundamentals. The Taliban are only following Sharia and the word of Allah on how a woman should dress, 2431, 3359, 726, on how a wife should behave, 434, on when a woman can be flogged, 24:212. So who is a good Muslim here, Navika? Point number 2, Nasiruddin is wholly confused and deliberately confusing people when he says there is an Indian version of Islam. Does he mean this Indian Islam doesn't believe in the Holy Book and all its verses? That it condemns the commandments of Allah on Jews, Christians, polytheists, homosexuality, apostasy, heresy, dress code, wife beating, blasphemy? There are no versions of Islam. There is the Holy Book, and you are a good Muslim only if you follow it entirely. And by the way, was it this Indian version of Islam that prompted millions of Indian Muslims to pour onto the streets and demand the beheading of Kamlesh Tiwari? Finally, Navika, I know the response to my argument, as always, is going to be that I am quoting verses out of context. That why don't you quote Manu Smriti and its violence verses? That being a kafir, I cannot quote verses that only Muslims can quote. So why don't you quote these verses then? Quote 434, quote 3359, quote 3357. Prove me wrong, na? But you won't quote these Muslims, won't quote because they are scared. Finally, just 10 seconds. 2 years ago, the same Nasiruddin Shah peddled fake selective narrative of intolerance. You want to talk of intolerance, Nasiruddin? What is the cost of apostasy in your religion, Islam? Death. What is the cost of apostasy in Hinduism? I'll tell you. Veneration, applause, devotion, bhakti, Bharat Ratna. आईना साफ मत करो नसीरुद्दीन, अपने चेहरे से धूल हटाओ.
माजिद हैदरी जब तक CAA पर बोलें तब तक नसीरुद्दीन शाह ठीक हैं. जब तक कहें मुसलमान इस देश में सुरक्षित नहीं है तब तक वो ठीक हैं. आज काफिर हो गए.
Navika Sahiba, Nasiruddin Shah Sahib is a really big actor, but I want to remind him of some fundamentals of Islam. There is nothing like Indian Islam, modern Islam, Afghani Islam, Chinese Islam, Japanese Islam, or American Islam. There is only one Islam, Allah's Islam, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's Islam, Quran's Islam. And that Islam is universal for every Muslim. Now, are we talking about this person? Is he the same, that dirty picture hero who believes in the dialogue that जब शराफत के कपड़े उतरते हैं तो सबसे ज्यादा मजा शरीफों को आता है? क्या आप इसी इंसान की आज यहाँ पे हिमायत कर रहे हैं? This is really unfortunate that someone from amongst us is today trying to appease the Hindutva ideology only to get into their good books. अपना उल्लू सीधा करने के लिए आज नसीरुद्दीन शाह साहब इस्लाम को बदनाम कर रहे हैं. He is finding Bollywood Islam, he is finding Indian Islam. I mean, he is trying to demonize Islam.
बहुत अच्छी बात कही आपने माजिद हैदरी जी, बहुत अच्छी बात कही आपने. तो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि ये जो तस्वीरें आ रही हैं अफगानिस्तान से, जहां औरतों को कोड़े मारे जा रहे हैं, जिसने सिर से अपने हिजाब हटाया उसका गला काट दिया गया, एक स्टूडियो के अंदर AK-47 लेकर लोग पीछे खड़े हुए हैं और कह रहे हैं इस्लाम में तो अफगानिस्तान और तालिबान जो है वो तो गुड है, आजादी की लड़ाई लड़कर आया है और अब कहना पड़ेगा कि ये बहुत अच्छी बात हुई. तो मुझे बताइए आप, इस्लाम यही सिखाता है ना और आप इसी की तरफदारी कर रहे हैं.
Madam, in the name of Hindutva, Deepika Padukone was attacked for Padmavat movie. Riya
सर
Chakravarti faced the
आप
same.
तो
in the
हिंदुओं
name
को
of
तो
Hindu.
छोड़ दीजिए, आपको तो आपकी तो अब
See the pictures of
आपका तो
Kisans.
अब
We have seen how
मुसलमान
Haryana police behaved with
आपका तो
Kisans.
ईमान जो है वो अब थ्रेटन हो गया है कि नसीरुद्दीन शाह की वजह से। तो
मैडम,
आप
आपको
हिंदुओं को तो
तालिबान दिखता
छोड़
है,
दीजिए
देश
इस
का किसान नहीं
वक्त।
दिखता।
आप इस्लाम की बात करें, आप कुरान की बात करें, आप तालिबान की बात करें और नसीरुद्दीन शाह की बात करें, तो आप मुझे बताइए ना कि ये अच्छी बात है ना कि बुरके में हिजाब में रहें औरतें जो है वो लड़कों के साथ पढ़ नहीं सकती, बाहर जाकर काम नहीं कर सकती, नेल पॉलिश तक नहीं लगा सकती। यही इस्लाम सिखा रहा है ना, कम से कम तालिबान का इस्लाम तो यही कहता है। तो आप कह रहे हैं सारा इस्लाम एक जैसा है, तो ये यही है ना इस्लाम में।
मैडम आपको तालिबान दिखता है, इस्लाम तालिबान का दिखता है, आपको देश का किसान नहीं दिखता जिसे हरियाणा पुलिस जूते मारती है।
अरे भैया आपको मुद्दा ही नहीं दिखता। माजिद हैदरी जी आपको मुद्दा दिखना बड़ा हो गया। आज का मुद्दा आपको सुधार करना है नसीरुद्दीन शाह में। आप किसानों की तरफ जा रहे हैं, किसानों का मर्ज आपने कब उसकी दवा ढूंढी है, तो आज ढूंढ लेंगे। अमित मालविया, how convenient of Mr. Majid Hydari to digress into issues when the interpretation of Talibani Islam is put to him, because he says Islam तो एक ही होता है, इसीलिए तो हम तालिबान की तरफदारी कर रहे हैं। अब वहां तालिबान जो कर रहा है वो तो सबकी नजरों के सामने। अमित मालविया जी, Today he doesn't have answers. Which side should he go? एक तरफ betrayal of नसीरुद्दीन शाह है, दूसरी तरफ betrayal of Islam interpretation हो गया।
Look, Navika, let's take Nasiruddin Shah's statement at its face value. Although it is riddled with a lot of controversies within those who believe that they follow the real Islam, and of course contradictions from what we've heard of Nasiruddin in the past. And even these statements that he's made. For example, he talks about a modern version of Islam. Now, I want to ask Nasiruddin Shah, who is going to bring in these reforms? What is the idea of a modern Islam? Who are the people who will initiate this within the community? The second question is, he speaks about a relationship with Allah which is be-takalluf, saying or meaning an informal relationship. Now, I believe that in every faith, every individual has an informal or an individualized relationship with his or her God, whoever they want to worship. But in Islam, the orthodoxy is churning out and training Maulanas who are supposed to interpret the faith for the believers. Now, if that is the format that Islam follows, then how is it that it can be a be-takalluf relationship with the God of the believers? Nasiruddin Shah must explain that. And the third question that must be asked of Nasiruddin Shah is about the Hindustani version of Islam. I agree with him. He's actually suggesting that Islam as practiced in India is far more moderate, far more accommodating, and far more tolerant than what we see, say, in the Middle East or Indonesia, Afghanistan as recent. But is it an admission that we all come from the same stock? Is it an admission that the Hindi Musalman, as the Middle East calls the Indian Muslims, are actually Hindus who were converted forcefully and they have culturally remained Hindus but accepted Islam as a faith? Now these are some of the questions that must be asked of
that is his idea of Muslims.
And he would not have answers to them. The orthodoxy will pull on the other side, while the genuine liberals, not the left liberals, the genuine liberals would interpret it as a welcome statement.
In Islam.
1 minute.
We have one ultimate book which is Holy Quran. It is not orthodox, it is not obsolete, Nozbillah, it is final ultimate book by which we believe. There can be no new version of Islam. That is our faith. And when you talk about Nasiruddin Shah Sahab, are you talking about the same guy who spoke about intolerance some time back? No, will you condemn him for that or support him for his new version?
which is Hindutva appeasement.
That problem is yours, sir. You are at the crossroads. You are at the crossroads and you don't understand which Nasiruddin Shah you want to support. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, तकलीफ तो माजिद हैदरी जैसे लोगों को हो गई है क्योंकि उनको समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है. कल तक नसीरुद्दीन शाह कह रहा था कि यहाँ इंटॉलरेंस है, मुसलमानों का रहना मुश्किल हो गया है, CAA के द्वारा मुसलमानों को निकाला जा रहा है यहाँ इस देश से, और आज वही कह रहे हैं कि इस्लाम का जो एक दहशी दरिंदे जैसा जो हम देख रहे हैं रूप, वो हमारे को सपोर्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. अब इनको समझ नहीं आ रही कि कहना क्या चाहते.
नहीं, Navika, I hope you don't chase me with a broom and thrash me, but I'm afraid I'm totally on the side of Majid Hydari tonight, and I completely disagree with you and my good friend Amit Malvi. Because Majid Hydari is the manifestation of what a good Muslim should be. Naseeruddin Shah is not a good Muslim, भाई. मैंने आपको वही बताया, वो इस्लामोफोबिक है. माजिद हैदरी को इस्लामोफोबिया नहीं है.
कल तक तो नहीं था, आज हो गया है.
No, please let me finish. वो गर्व से कहते हैं कि तालिबान is following the one and true Islam. Now I gave you, no, Hydari, don't interrupt. I'm taking your side. You should be proud of that. At least one person is with you. Now I gave you example. Taliban are following the Allah's commandment of how women should dress. 24, 31, 33, 59, 726. अभी नजरुद्दीन को पता है कि नहीं पता? Taliban are following how wives should behave in front of husbands or lightly beaten. 434. Does Naseeruddin know this? No. Majid Hydari knows this. Taliban are following when women can be flogged.
What is wrong in hijab? What is wrong with
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ भाई.
What is wrong in hijab? What is wrong in hijab? You are asking Majid Hydari. Then let us ask Saira Shah Halim. Let us ask Saira Shah Halim. What is wrong in hijab? There is a woman on the panel. Allow her to speak. Saira Shah Halim. Has Nasiruddin Shah tied the Indian Muslim society in complete knots?
See, I'll make one thing very clear, that Mr. Shah has his own independent viewpoints. Now, Islam is not a monolithic faith, and contrary to what people believe, that Muslims have a herd mentality and they vote en masse, en bloc, and they think in one linear way. It's not true, because there are different schools of thought in Islam as well. So when Islam came about, initially it was a very progressive religion. It had done away with old tribal practices, and it encouraged widow remarriage, it encouraged women to work, because even if you look at the Quran, what is the first word?
Which era are you talking about? Because Mr. Majid Hydari sitting right here is asking you the question, what is wrong with the hijab? What is wrong with the Quran telling you how to behave in front of your husband?
So I do not agree with Mr. Majid Hydari. I like to make, because what your equation is with your maker is very personal. And he should know that as a practicing Muslim, that it is wrong and immoral to judge another Muslim and, be on this high horse that this person is a lesser Muslim, this one is of a higher Muslim. I think he should not do that. Because
Majid
your
Hydari,
equation with your maker is completely personal.
One
second.
Do
Mr.
you
Shah,
agree?
Mr. Shah, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish, please. So, one second, Mr. Hydari, I haven't finished. So, Mr. Shah is my uncle, he's my father's brother. I know him personally. So, the people who are talking don't even know what he stands for. 2 years ago, when he called out the lynchings, people had told him, they trolled him, and they told him, you go to Afghanistan, you go to Pakistan, and God knows, all kinds of horrible things. They didn't even think once that he was not calling out any particular community. He was not calling out a sect. He simply talked about violence. He never spoke that mujhe dar lag raha hai, I'm getting scared. He never said that. He said, I am angry, I am appalled
Absolutely
that lynchings are going on,
No.
and everybody is, on deaf ears. And now today, one second, let me finish. Today, when he's calling out the Taliban, that means he's calling out both sides of the fence. That means the radical forces on both sides of the fence. And I agree with him that people who stand up for only one kind of, extremism, and they become apologists of the other kind, are being highly hypocritical. Either you call out both or call out none at all. I'm sorry. So if Mr. Ranganathan thinks he can get away by being an Islamophobe and he's quoting verses, so let me tell you all these verses that he's quoting. There's a context. There's a context to those quotes.
That's what I
verse
said.
number 191. Verse number 191 that he's talking about. When you are talking about. One second, let me finish. When you are talking about in the Quran Sharif.
You shouldn't have taken my name.
No. I'm calling out Dr. Ranganathan.
That's a disaster for you because you never go by that.
Can get away with
Navika, can I please respond?
Saira Shah Halim, allow me to read out the statement that Mr. Nasiruddin Shah made. And Mr. Nasiruddin Shah's statement was that he was worried because he imagined a situation where his children may be surrounded by an angry mob, and he said, are you Hindu, are you Muslim?
So
my children will have no answer because we chose not to give a religious education to our children. He said that there is a poison that has spread in the Indian society. It will be very difficult to capture this jinn and put it back into the bottle. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, respond to Saira Shah Ali.
See, he's an opinionated person.
Yes.
He's an opinionated person. He's well within his right to espouse his personal thoughts.
Now, Navika, you have to mute, because when my argument, I've been listening very
personal opinion, and I think not only him, there were thousands
Saira, this
of
is not fair.
Who believe
okay,
that.
all right.
This is not fair.
Nobody is taking his right. Nobody is taking his right away from him. I always believed that everybody in this country had the right, and they come on our channel and express their views. Mr. Majid Hydari, I think, has been on this channel for the longest time, more than a decade or so, espousing his cause. You have been on our channel so many times. No, I don't think anybody has prevented Mr. Nasiruddin Shah from expressing his point of view. Neither in 2018 when he said what he said, nor today. Not today. But Dr. Anand Ranganathan, the context has become the story, not the feeling, not the sentiment, and not the issue that he has actually raised.
Yes. Now, two very quick 2 points, Navika. I hope I'll be given chance to talk uninterrupted. Number one, Ms. Halim is totally wrong when she says that Nasiruddin was not talking of any community when he was talking of lynching. That's totally incorrect. He was talking of Hindu mobs lynching Muslims, and that is amply clear by the ad in which he appears for amnesty. Now, number two, Navika, I cannot speak like this because they are so scared, they won't let me speak. इतना डर का माहौल है, इतना डर का माहौल है कि ये बोलने नहीं दे रहे.
For you, it's in front of me. And you tell me when I'm wrong.
Navika,
so
Navika,
today,
Saira Shah Halim, tonight, pardon my saying so, but tonight Amit Malviya and Dr. Anand Ranganathan are in a minority because there is Saira Shah Halim, there is Tausif Ahmed, there is Mujibur Rahman and Majid Hydari. So, आप थोड़ा सा माइनॉरिटीज को बोलने दें. आज की माइनॉरिटी में डॉक्टर आनंद रंगनाथन है.
diverse views. No. We all have diverse views, Navika.
Navika,
all three of us from the minorities have diverse views here. So nobody.
Navika, can I?
अच्छा, Saira Shah Halim, I don't know why you would not allow. Why wouldn't you be so tolerant as to allow Dr. Anand Ranganathan to respond to you? I'll give you, if you have to rebut him, I'll give you an opportunity to do so.
Yeah. Please respond.
Well, I hope I will not be. Yes. Islamophobia आ गया, मनुस्मृति आ गया, context आ गया. अरे कुछ और बचा है? इतनी नफरत क्यों है? कौन सी किताब पढ़ते हो हर रोज जो काफिरों से इतनी नफरत है? Anyway, Navika, number one, when Nasiruddin went and said India is intolerant and talking of lynching, did he ever talk of the lynching by Muslim mob of a Hindu by calling him kafir? Did he ever talk of Muslim mobs refusing or beating up a Dalit just because he was wearing a Pathan suit? Did he ever talk of a Muslim mob segregating a bus and removing and saying all the Muslims go away, all the Hindus remain? He was selectively talking about the Hindu mobs, and that was the problem at that point of time. क्योंकि सिलेक्टिविटी में वो सिर्फ हिंदू मॉब की मुस्लिम लिंचिंग के बारे में बात कर रहे थे, दूसरी तरफ की बात ही नहीं कर रहे थे. As we have seen, that was the narrative and that is why I picked up Amnesty International. उनकी वेबसाइट पे जाके आप देखेंगे जो उनका हेट क्राइम चेकिंग है उसमें हिंदू परसिक्यूशन है ही नहीं. So please don't talk about facts. Number 2, सायरा हलीम ये कह रहे, इतना डर गई है. देखो माजिद हायदरी ने क्या कहा कि I believe in every verse of Quran. What did Saira say? I don't believe. She didn't say that I don't believe in the verses of Quran. She said I don't believe in Majid Haidari. इतना डर है और ये कह रही है इस्लाम प्रोग्रेसिव है. So I'll just quote 434. I will ask her that if she believes this is progressive, if she believes I am misquoting, then let her quote 434. Here is 434. Men are in charge of women by right of what Allah has given one over the other and what they spend on maintenance from their wealth. So righteous women are devoutly obedient, guarding in the husband's absence what Allah would have them guard. But those wives whom you fear arrogance, first advise them. Then if they persist, forsake them in bed. And finally, strike them. If she believes this is progressiveness, let me also tell her that Allah expressively forbids menstruating women from touching the Holy Quran.
Let me finish.
222. अगर हिम्मत है तो ये कह दो कि 434 कह दो. डरो नहीं. Majid Haidari is not scared.
Can I finish? Navika, can I respond to him?
Yes,
can
please.
I respond to him?
Okay. Saira Shah
to him?
Halim, respond to Dr. Anand Rangana.
Why respond? Quote 434. Quote it.
So firstly, he calls. One second, Doctor.
Are you progressive? Do you believe in 434? The moot point is, do you believe in verse 434? We want to know your opinion on that.
Yes.
Is that progressive?
Let me finish. One second. No, 1 second. It's not about. Let me finish. See, are you going to heckle me on the show or will you let me finish the sentence?
आप बोलिए Saira Shah Halim. 434. ना आगे ना पीछे. 434. Is it progressive? Is it something you as a Muslim woman accept?
Okay. Let me finish off. See here, like when Mr. Shah spoke about being a Muslim, Islam also has space for your own individual belief. Now, what Mr. Ranganathan is talking about, he is quoting a verse completely out of context. And all these verses have a context. Since then, times have evolved. The human species have evolved. They have grown. Okay, the way.
So you don't believe in 434? So you don't believe in 434? Do you believe in 434?
See the times. One second. Navika, do you believe in Manusmriti? Do you believe in Manusmriti?
मैं तो काफिर हूँ. मैं तो हिंदू काफिर हूँ. आप अपनी बात बताएं.
बोलो भाई.
No, I'm liberal. I'm liberal. I might not
so you don't believe in 434? You don't believe in 56, 79?
Strict, what do you call? You don't
believe that your women are your killing field?
I'm a liberal Muslim. I'm absolutely rational, liberal. I am a believer. I'm not, agnostic. I'm a believer. And I'll simply say
Navika,
that
you got your answer.
Then let me ask Majid Haidari. Majid Haidari, फिर मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ. अब Saira Shah Halim is an evolved progressive woman. Will you now say that she is not Muslim? That she doesn't have the right to be Muslim because she believes today that what Nasiruddin Shah has said is right. And she does not believe in the hardline position that the Muslim society thinks it has to believe. She does not believe. She's a progressive person.
Madam,
अब आप उसकी भी certification
Madam, I humbly want to apprise my fellow panelist, Dr. Islamophobia, that it is Islam which introduced the emancipation in this world. It is Islam which introduced remarriage of the widows. It is Islam which introduced that girls need to have a share in the property. It is Islam which said that the Jannat lies under the feet of your mother.
It is Islam which said that your wife completes your half of deen.
Do you believe in
It is
inheritance?
Islam which brought these issues.
Men-
It is Islam which
men
said
get twice
that the
the
daughter
share of
opens the
inheritance
doors for
as women.
Jannah. It is Islam which brought these facts into the world.
Darka mahal hai, darka.
The woman used to be a
Darka
cursed
mahal hai,
lot.
Navika.
We still have some of people in our Indian community who say that सुबह नारी का मुंह नहीं देखना है, मुंह खराब हो जाएगा.
Malviya,
We live in
isn't
that
it
society.
Islam?
Where
Isn't it
we don't-
Islam which said that triple talaq is allowed, even instant talaq, triple talaq is allowed? How long did it take them to do away with that, and how much opposition did your government face in bringing in and actually implementing this law? Why don't you tell him? Itna progressive.
Lavika, that's the first point that I made. That if Nasiruddin Shah is speaking about reform and a modern version of Islam, then who's going to bring in those reforms? Because you on your panel have Majid Haidery on one side, who is castigating Nasiruddin Shah, and you have Saira Shah Halim, who can't get herself to criticize the verses that Dr. Ranganathan is quoting. So obviously you realize there is a problem. And the second question is that if Islam mandates that Maulanas interpret the faith for the believers, then how do you expect the practitioners to have any kind of individualized, personalized relation that most people have with their God or whatever they believe in? There is a fundamental construct under which Islam operates, and people can deny it at their peril, but the truth is that unless there is reform from within, and unless people like Shaira Sahlim muster the courage to actually demand those reforms, and people like Majid Haidery back off, you are not going to have a situation where the community moves forward. And it applies to triple talaq, the Shah Bano case, and several other instances that we've seen in the past. Therefore, I ask you again that if a section of the Indian Muslim, including the Samajwadi Party MP and the members of the All India Personal Muslim Law Board, come out and cheer for Taliban, what is the message they are sending out to the community? What is the ostracization or the fault lines that they are driving between the Hindus and the Sikhs of this country?
Absolutely. And Tausif Ahmed, that is my question to you. The fundamental question is this. What we see, if you say that Islam is progressive, great. Islam actually does not allow triple talaq, but it was being practiced. हो रहा था कि नहीं भारत में? हो रहा था. और आज जो हम देख रहे हैं अफगानिस्तान की सड़कों पर, तौसीफ अहमद, women being, their heads being chopped off. There is a news anchor who read headlines about the Taliban some 2 weeks ago. Today she has to flee Afghanistan. I want to ask you, is this the Afghanistan? Is this the Taliban? And is this the Islam that people in India have to begin to celebrate? And what message are they sending to the Muslim community?
Navika, the statement given by Mr. Nasiruddin Shah is based on the premise that people in India are rejoicing return of Taliban, which is false, which is incorrect. People of India are not concerned with Taliban or Afghanistan, because people of India is concerned, including Muslims, about the roti, kapla and makan issue and issues which are there in India.
Then why did
what they are not aware of, and perhaps Mr. Nasiruddin Shah is not aware of, is that Indian government is holding talks with Taliban. They have had a meeting in Doha, and which is a matter of foreign relations and a matter of government policy. Perhaps there are other co-panelists in
then
this.
Then why did Shafiqur Rahman Barq, the MP from Samajwadi Party, call the Talibani rule as an Azadi fight for freedom? Why does Munawwar Rana say that UP में तालिबान जैसा काम हो रहा है? And I want to ask you, Shadab Chauhan of Peace Party said Taliban का दिल से स्वागत है. And why does the AIMPLB, the All India Muslim Personal Law Board Secretary, say Taliban को सलाम है? If Indian Muslims are not really connected with Taliban.
Regard Taliban. Indians condemn Taliban, and Indians do not want Indian government to turn to Taliban. Indians do not want Uttar Pradesh.
Majid
people do
Hydari,
not want Yogi to
Majid
rule
Hydari,
like
are you an
Taliban rules
Indian?
in Afghanistan. They have
Majid
ruled. They
Hydari,
have
are
been
you
in
an
power
Indian?
from 1996
Do you
to
condemn
2001.
Taliban?
And it has been a condemned rule
Do you
of
condemn Taliban?
Therefore, to
Do
come
you
to
condemn
TV
Taliban,
and
Majid Hydari?
about the giving importance to what
One minute.
Nasruddin Shah said.
One minute. Do you
says they are
condemn
not
Taliban? Do you condemn Taliban, Mr. Majid Hydari?
I stand with my government. I don't condemn them.
Okay, the government supports Israel. Do you support Israel? Do you support Israel?
Brilliant, brilliant.
It is my individual ideology.
No.
I have a right to freedom of
Now
expression on
individual
something that I
identity.
believe.
Very good. Individual identity. Individual identity when you want it to be. And when it comes to Taliban, I will support the government. हर वक्त सपोर्ट करिए ना. अमित मालविया जी आपसे हाथ मिलाने के लिए बैठे हैं. हर वक्त सपोर्ट करिए.
अंधभक्त नहीं है ना, अंधभक्त नहीं है. We are humans, we are living beings. We are not अंधभक्त नहीं है. We will say right to right and wrong to wrong.
Wrong to wrong? He's saying, Majid Hydari saying, Mujibur Rahman says, Majid Hydari says that he will support the Taliban depending on what the Indian government does. Now, the Indian government has business ties, has diplomatic ties, strategic ties with Israel. Would you support
whatever
Israel?
He thinks right, we will say right, and whatever he thinks
But
wrong, he will say wrong.
How come? How come?
We cannot.
आप तो डर के माहौल में रह रहे हैं. आप अपनी मनमर्जी कैसे करेंगे? आप तो डर के माहौल में रह रहे हैं. आप तो डर के माहौल में हैं. इतनी इजाजत आपको किसने दे दी कि आपके जो मन में आएगा करेगा? आप तो डर के माहौल में.
Worse than Taliban here in India. BJP government is selling the country, and Taliban has fought for the country.
Wow. This is it. This is it. This is it. डरते भी हैं, आजाद भी हैं, इंटॉलरेंस भी है पर बोल भी रहे हैं. इंटॉलरेंस भी है पर बोल भी रहे हैं. डॉक्टर आनंद रंगनाथन. हिपोक्रेसी.
बीजेपी इज एन इंडियन वर्जन.
आज तो माजिद हायदरी जी फंस गए आप. आज तो माजिद हायदरी जी बहुत फंस गए आप. आपका जो दोहरा चेहरा है, योर डुप्लिसिटी हैज बीन एक्सपोज्ड. I will do what the Indian government does. Indian government
calling Jai Shri Ram, chanting Jai Shri Ram is lynching Muslims. This is the truth. Yes,
and saying Allahu Akbar and killing Ankit, that was not okay.
Has lynched a Hindu calling Allahu Akbar.
अच्छा, तो अंकित के मरने पर भी दो आंसू बहा दीजिए.
Mr. Ranganathan, can you give me a single incident that Muslims have lynched a Hindu?
Respond, Dr. Anand Ranganathan. Respond, Dr. Anand. Okay, you've asked a question, Dr. Anand Ranganathan. Dr. Anand Ranganathan.
नाविका, ये जिस भी मदरसे से पढ़े हैं, मुझे उसका नाम बता दें, मैं 5 रुपए डोनेट कर दूंगा. हो सकता है वो इम्प्रूवमेंट ले आए.
I am not from RSS head office.
Now listen.
From RSS office.
Navika, you have to mute him.
I am not from RSS head office. I am not from RSS head office. I have read the real.
Navika, you have to mute them.
If I mute him, he will charge me with atrocities. He will charge me with atrocities and मेरे को रोज कोर्ट जाना पड़ेगा, थाने जाना पड़ेगा. But 1 minute, Mujibur Rahman. You've asked a question. Dr. Anand Ranganathan is responding. Respond.
Yes. नाविका, ये मेरे पास एक लिस्ट थी जिसमें more than 150 instances of lynchings and attempted lynchings of hate crimes by Muslim mob on Hindus, Dalits and non-Dalits. कुछ एग्जांपल्स मैं इनको अभी दे दूं क्योंकि मेरे दिमाग में नहीं है, लेकिन मैं बताना चाहता हूं. There was a person called Mr. Yadav. He was lynched by being called a kafir. He was a lassi seller. Then in Jharkhand, I think it was, Muslim mob got on a bus, segregated the passengers.
You are Vasant University.
I will give you the email ID of Mr. Mujibur Rahman. I think he needs the list of those lynchings as well. There is some amount of amnesia that's come in on that. But tonight, Amit Malviya, Majid Hydari has been exposed. He wants to support you and your line on Taliban. But on Israel, he's completely stumped. He's completely stumped. Respond to the googly bold and the wicket that's fallen.
But I I may like my government on some issues.
Navika, the truth is that people like Majid Haidery expose themselves every day on your channel. The truth is that he is a rabid Islamist who would not have any issues running down even women of his community because
I do appreciate my Prime Minister times.
And that
I'm
is
an
the
occasional
problem.
Modi, but kindly don't insult my admiration for Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji.
Look at things differently and start talking about a reformist faith. We are unlikely to be able to come out of this thing. But I again ask the question, who's going to reform it? Because Majid Haidery is unwilling to do it.
Well, they won't talk about reform. And if
if
somebody from within the Muslim community, within the Islamic community in India will begin to talk about modernizing Islam, modernizing Indian Muslims, or bring in reforms, he'll be banned. On the other occasions, they will say intolerance is spreading. But when there is progressiveness within their own community, they will find fault with it. The question at this moment is just this. Why will Indian Muslims always celebrate something that they think agrees with them and decry something that doesn't, even if it happens from their own poster boys, from their own supporters, from within their own community? The question is only one. Why not just think in national interest? Why not just do some introspection? Because that in itself will solve a lot of problems instead of just adopting rhetoric which often lands them in big problems. We'll end the debate there, taking a short break. Gilani dies, but Pakistan is in mourning. And Saeed Salahuddin attends the prayer ceremony for Saeed Ali Shah Gilani. Is this what has been exposed about the separatist movement in Kashmir? That debate on the other side.